Today, a former key assistant to Sean Diddy Combs gave testimony at his sex trafficking trial, recounting how the music mogul had threatened her life on her first day of work and subsequently abducted her at gunpoint to participate in a plan to murder rapper Kid Cudi. Capricorn Clark, who previously served as the global brand director for Bad Boy Entertainment, set a dramatic tone for the third week of testimony in the trial. Prosecutors are attempting to establish that Combs orchestrated a racketeering conspiracy over a period of 20 years, utilizing muscular security personnel and others to guarantee that he achieved his desires. Combs has entered a not guilty plea to various charges in an indictment that alleges he has a history of abuse against his long-term girlfriend Cassie, whose full name is Cassandra Ventura, among others. Testimony from Clark was given shortly after Kid Cudi, known legally as Scott Mescudi, shared that Clark contacted him from a car parked outside his residence in December 2011. During that call, he stated that Combs, upset over Cudi dating Cassie, had taken her and coerced her to accompany him to Cudi's place. During her testimony, Clark mostly identified Combs as Puff and recounted an incident where he arrived at her home with a firearm, insisting she dress and leave with him, claiming, "We're going to kill Cudi." She mentioned that they traveled in a black Cadillac to Cudi's residence in Los Angeles, where Combs and a security personnel entered the house while Clark remained in the vehicle to call Cassie. Clark recounted telling Cassie, "Combs has me at gunpoint and brought me to Cudi's home to kill him." Clark mentioned that she could hear Cudi asking, "He's in my house?" in the background during the call. She advised Cassie, "Stop him, he's going to end up dead." She remembered that Cassie said she was unable to stop Cudi. Clark testified that Combs went back to the vehicle and inquired about who she was speaking with. She said he picked up the phone and returned Cassie's call. She mentioned that they then heard Cudi's car approaching down the road. Combs and his bodyguard returned to the car and pursued Cudi, ultimately stopping when they saw police vehicles heading toward Cudi's residence. Following the break-in, Clark mentioned that Combs informed his companions they needed to persuade Cudi that it wasn't me. He stated, "If you aren't able to persuade him of that, I'll take you all out," emphasizing his threat with a curse, as reported by Clark. On Thursday, Cudi shared that he had a short relationship with Cassie in December 2011, thinking she had ended things with Combs. However, after everything that transpired, they decided during the holidays to terminate their relationship. Attorney Mitzi Steiner asked Clark about her intermittent work with Combs from 2004 to 2018, starting with her first day when she recalled that Combs and a member of the security team brought her to Central Park after 9 p.m., and mentioned that he was not informed about her previous experience collaborating with other rappers. Clark testified, sometimes her voice trembling, that Combs warned her he would have to kill her if her previous work with rival rappers became a problem. She mentioned that she had just started the job a few weeks prior when Combs asked her to take some diamond jewelry on a flight to Miami, and it ended up disappearing. Consequently, she mentioned that she was brought to a mostly vacant structure in Manhattan where, during a period of 5 days, a man who appeared to be 5 times her size administered a series of lie detector tests. "He told me, if you don't pass this test, they'll toss you into the East River," she remembered. Clark mentioned that they ultimately allowed her to go back to work. If found guilty, Combs, who is 55 years old, may be sentenced to anywhere from 15 years to life in prison.